everyone? Nikki 2 times coming at you again with another Sunday Funday. We're on episode 52. Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. We got Red 03 in the house. Pick 6 cards. My alternate ego, Nikki 2 times gaming. We got Dino 79 in the house. And we have Daniel Cryfall. Guys, thank you all for being here as usual. We got my man, Sith Lordly, on the Spine Ticks. My son, NWE. We're kicking it. We're going strong. As always, I'm back to the prime. I got prime this week. Gonna stay hydrated. Quick couple shout outs. I feel like I haven't actually shouted out Spine Ticks in a while. So I wanted to do that this evening. Spine Ticks main channel, 423,000 subs. Y'all heard that right. 423,000 subs. Sith running things strong. We got Spine Ticks live every Saturday night with Sith hosting. With myself, Perch, Uncanny Swag, and Dan Delatorre. That channel's sitting nice with 452 subs. You know, we do live. Sith actually put out a video on that channel today of his time hanging out with Perch, with Perch's little visit out there to Cali. So go and check that out when you can. I also wanted to give a shout out to my man, Helmets and Hash Marks, sitting with about 1,200 or so followers on his channel, invited me over to Pigskin Press Box. I've said it before, but I actually was live with him today on Pigskin Press Box. That's got 65 subs. I'll put all those links in the description after. Check out that live stream from earlier today. Had a lot of fun hanging out with Helmets and Hash Marks and Hammy and Son. We got my man, BC Sports Cards. What's going on, Bart? Glad to have you here tonight. Give me just 1 second, guys. Tommy says hi. What's going on, Tommy? All right, even though I came in hot, gonna lower the temperature of the channel for just a moment. Looks good. Looks like we got 18, 19 people in the chat. We all know what today is. It's Memorial Day Sunday. It's Memorial Weekend. Perfect time to be honoring our troops, men and women in the military. Thank you for their service. Thank you for the sacrifice to those that died in combat. What I want to do real fast is I'd like to read off some lyrics from a Trace Atkins song, Arlington. If you're not familiar with it, read this as my little tribute for Memorial Day, and I will ratchet it back up and have some fun. All right, so I never thought that this is where I'd settle down. I thought I'd die an old man back in my hometown. They gave me this plot of land, me and some other men, for a job well done. There's a big White House, sits on a hill just up the road. The man inside, he cried the day they brought me home. They folded up a flag and told my mom and dad, we're proud of your son. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground, and I'm in the best of company. I'm thankful for the things I've done. I can rest in peace. I'm one of the chosen ones. I made it to Arlington. I remember Daddy brought me here when I was 8. We searched all day to find out where my granddad lay. And when we finally found that cross, he said, "Son, this is what it costs to keep us free." I thank you all for those who have been in the military and their sacrifices. I personally don't know anybody that was taken from us, but I know people that do have had that loss. So I think that's where it hits home. I don't think it, for just about anybody, it goes past that degree. You might not know somebody, but you definitely know somebody that knows somebody. So think about that rest of today, tomorrow when you're having your barbecues and such. That's why you have off tomorrow. All right, let's wrap it back. Let's ramp it back up, guys. As always, thanks for being here. I enjoy having you guys here every week with me. It's a lot of fun. I don't have any cards to rip, but I'm never short of finding stuff to do on a Sunday night. All right, Dino, I'll talk to you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, obviously, I'm American and very patriotic through and through. Grow up. That's an interesting. I don't feel like I've heard that a lot. All right, Aaron. I guess I'm not grown up enough for you. No, I'm certainly not wearing a Yankees hat. But I'm also not wearing the home team. I usually wear a lot of Philadelphia stuff from Philadelphia, but this is my Cleveland Guardians City Connect hat today. Just matches with the shirt real nice. What's going on there, Crunch? Brutal Gamer, I've played it before, but no, it's not normally my thing. Oh wow, very original. We get that just about every week coming through here, Kamek. You're a top-notch guy. Dirt Brawl, yes, I actually was very mad about the name change. I mean, because I don't think that Indians were actually upset about it. So why did it need to be changed? Because it wasn't Indians that were complaining about the name. It was stupid old white women, grannies, complaining about the name. Goodbye. Okay, well, Bertle, then you answer the question. Were you upset? Because I was pretty sure that nobody was. I think they were upset just as much as anybody else that the name was taken away. Well, I'm a Bryce Harper fan, but if you're asking specifically, Durbrawl, about Cleveland, I like Jose Ramirez and Stephen Kwan and Clase. My man, Jim NFL. What's going on, Jim NFL? Yo, what's up there, Jazambi? Jazambi, I was talking about you earlier tonight. I was on Helmets and Hash Marks new live stream that he does on Pigskin Press Box, and I was a guest, and I mentioned you a time or two. It was fun, something new. You know, I haven't ripped cards in a while, and football season's not here right now. So, but it was interesting to actually get to go over there and listen to Craig. Have a semi structure and asking questions, and we got to talk football, which I haven't done here on my live stream too much as of late. All right, there, Bazooka Bill. You trolly trolls, I love when you're here. Just, don't be like that other guy, talking racist stuff. We can all have fun here. Keep the racism out of here. Keep all kinds of bigotry out of here. We'll get along just fine. No, I didn't. Hey, whether you were or not, Bazooka, it's always fun having people here. Even a lot of my blue wrenchers will talk shit, because this is one of those sports talk kind of channels. So they got their teams, I got my teams. I'm live every Sunday. This is the 52nd week of being live on a Sunday and talking sports. I won't get into it, but most of the time it's about me looking over at chat and just responding on how chat works. It's almost like how comedians do crowd work and get the people in the audience involved. So that's kind of how this works too. I'm just the captain of the ship, but you guys, you're pulling the oars along. Astros will be champs. Well, Herb the Perv, I will have to respectfully disagree with you. Infinite Realities, no, you could suck my balls. Infinite, I just asked, can you say it once and leave it alone? No spamming, please. That would be appreciated. If you have some other retort that can make me laugh, that'd be great. But no need to just keep on saying the same thing over and over again. You suck my balls. We'll lick a little taint here and there. Go, Pack, go. Just Hammy. Now I gotta bust your stones. You damn Pack. The tush push is still here, baby. Eagles are gonna still have the tush push. No thanks to the Pack trying to ban it and vote for it and put it up for debate. You all can suck it. Yeah, Sith, wait, I got so much troll action, I cannot keep up with it all. Doing my best. If I don't shout you out, trolls, keep the comments coming. You'll get yours. I get right in your face. I got thick skin. I love you all. Une wants me to go to sleep. Why? Do I look tired? Do I sound tired? No, I'm a ball of energy until I don't have it, and then I die of a heart attack. But right now, I have all the energy there, Une. R_Bert. They're going to go back to back, baby. You heard it here first. in all seriousness, as we get closer to the season, I'll give my predictions. But believe me when I tell you, I'm probably going to pick them to go back to back. What is my favorite PC card from 2024? And we're talking Eagles. Shit. I haven't gotten any huge cards too much from 2024, but Jazami, let me see if I could grab that card. It might be right in this stack. Yeah, there you go. That didn't take long. This Cooper DeJean pickup out of black. 18 out of 35. Small Town Rips pulled this card, gave me a great deal on it, and put it in my collection. That was probably one of my favorite pickups. I've definitely got a couple other really cool Cooper DeJean cards this year. All my really good pickups were not football. They were hockey or basketball. We got Brittany in the house. What's going on, Brittany? Was thinking about you last night, Brittany. Was hoping to see you last night. We got Seth in the house. SV Vintage stopping by. What's going on, guys? Thank you there, Daniel. I see Vagine. Are we talking like Bagana for life? Koza Morena wants me to go play with my Willie. Well, Koza, if I can find it, then I'll go play with it. Sonic Cat, thanks for stopping by. Hang out if you like. We'll be talking sports. Just getting through the formalities of a lot of people hanging out and saying hello. We got my man Uncanny Swag in the house. What's going on, Swag? Yeah, and I watched that video, Sith. I got it. You saw a Joker tin for Swag. You saw a little Caitlin Clark for your man Nikki 2 times over here. Too bad it wasn't a Cameron break with her long ass legs on that tin. Then I would have had to have you buy it for me and send it to me. We got my man Justin W. Smith, Big Sky PC and Rips. He also has another channel, Big Sky Horror Show, PC Horror Show. Last few videos been Conjuring, Insidious, Hellraiser. Love watching my man Justin W. Smith put it together. Always great having you here, Justin. Tell your son I said hello. Haven't seen him in a little bit. Out there on YouTube land. But tell him I said hi. I know I saw my man Legend in here. There he is. What's going on there, Legend? Legend 55. I didn't realize music was still so loud. I'm shouting over the music. Wait. Becky says my gray beard speaks volumes. Meaning, I mean, is it shouting? He's old. He's so fucking old. So me and Prods are apparently twins. That's cool. What's going on there, Prods? Kayvon Giovanni says hi. What's going on, Kayvon Giovanni? There's my man. Helmets and hash marks. Craig, I did shout Pigskin Press Box and your channel at the beginning of the show. It was a lot of fun hanging out over there, talking football, talking cards. I'm not going to show all those cards that I showed over there, but for the sake of Memorial Weekend, I'll show these two off real fast. We were talking Cooper DeJean earlier. I had this nice Cooper DeJean pickup as well at an Absolute. And this nice, somewhat color match, National Pride on the green, Jalen Hurts. All right, my man. That's great there, H&H. Arjun, all the way from Bangalore, India. Subbing up. Thank you there, Arjun. Because Stone Cold said so. No, because Nikki 2 times said so. Oh, Swag wants to see the Bo Nix. How about that, Bo Nix? Will that get you drooling there a little bit there, Swaggy? I think I have a couple more, like, smaller insert cards of Bo Nix around here somewhere. But that one was so nice, I had to get that slabbed up. Only problem is it cost me more to slab it than what a PSA 9 is worth. That's all right. What's fake? Oh, the card is fake? I can't actually keep up with the chat for once tonight. Usually I'm on top of things, but you guys are lively tonight. Appreciate that there, legend. Yeah, as long as it's slabbed, that's definitely a good thing there, H&H, but, you know, would prefer a 10. Would have certainly preferred my Jaden Daniels in a 10. If we go other sports, actually, and I didn't pull this, I got this in a break. This is probably my best card of the whole year. Was this nice Jose Ramirez 10 auto? And we're talking 12 out of 25. So this is my big pickup. And right now I have outgrading right now 3 different Macklin Celebrini cards that I pulled out of OPC product. Can't wait for that to come, those cards to come back. I know Swag doesn't mind a PSA 9 for his channel, PSA 9 sees. Yeah, Martello, I wish I had a PSA 10 Jordan of anything. Pekong also subscribed. Thank you, Pekong. So you guys can hang out for as long as you like. We get into content. I get into sports talk content. I try to answer all the questions that you guys have for me throughout the show the best I can. And you know, at the end of the night, I try to write people's names down so I can shout you out again at the end of the night. You know, I like to acknowledge the people in my chat. You know, show you guys a little bit of respect. I gotta give my man Boji some love. What's going on there, Boji? All right, let's get to the small talk. Let's get to the the sports that you guys. Yeah, chunky wonky. Yeah. I'm a little chunky, but you know I can still at least see my wonky. All right, so in the world of racing, I don't usually talk IndyCar on this channel, but today I will because that was the big race, Indy 500 today. Congratulations to Alex Palou, first Spanish driver to win the Indy 500. I just got what? Ray Ansh just gave me $100? Am I reading that correctly? Ray Ansh just gave me, I don't know if that's $100, 100 yen, 100 something else, some other, but thank you. All right, okay. I was like, whoa. Thank you, Martello, for letting me know that. That still works. I appreciate the little chat pickup. Thank you. Just hearted it as well, Rayansh. Gotcha. Thank you, Martello. Rayansh, I appreciate that. That's the first super chat that I've ever gotten. So thank you. But yes, as I was saying, Alex Palou, first Spanish driver to ever win the Indy 500. NASCAR driver Kyle Larson attended the event. First time a double-double has happened in quite a while. A double-double is racing in Indy 500 and the Coke 600. Don't know if Kyle Larson stuck around for the whole race. I know he was 106 laps behind. What ends up happening is NASCAR driver does the race, gets on a helicopter or whatever, or a private jet, and goes to the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, which is going on right now. And I know Kyle Larson is in that race. He's a lap down last time I checked, but you never know. He gets back on that front lap and goes to town. So lots of fun over there in NASCAR land. Major League Soccer, my Philadelphia Union still sitting at the top with 30 points, tied with Cincinnati. But Cincinnati's playing right now. And the Union, when I call it, when my team fucks up, I got to call it. They choked. They were up 3-1. Then in the 87th minute, Miami FC, Lionel Messi scores a goal. And then in extra time, they scored again. Game went to 3-3 draw. Vancouver over in the West sitting with 31 points at the top. But as a consolation, Ty Baribo from the Philadelphia Union still sitting at the top. 13 goals on the season. Legend, I keep up for I don't watch every like Monday and Friday, but me and my son, we were watching last night's pay-per-view. I know he's currently, and he was in here earlier, NWE. He's currently out in the living room watching Battleground. So yeah, I could say I keep up with it a little bit. I make sure I pay for Peacock so we can certainly watch that. Who's fluffy? Am I fluffy there, Craig? I am certainly fluffy. Oh man, Joshua, that LA Galaxy team is having a rough ride this year. They're not looking good whatsoever. I don't know what the hell that even means there, Bagban. Kluby, you're saying I'm the last food destroyer? Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. I'm Avatar, the last food destroyer. Oh wow. Craig, you didn't have to do that, buddy. But thank you. I appreciate it. It was so much fun hanging out with you today. I will certainly do it again. You want to have me on again? Excellent. Can't say I could be there every week if you wanted me there every week, but you know, once every 3, 4, 5 weeks, I'd be happy to be a guest on your show as a pretty, like like semi-recurring character, so to speak. I don't know, Sith. Lorley, are you in here to answer Chicken Lover's question of thoughts on Revenge of the Sith? Scary Terry coming through just to say Washington Commanders. What's going on, Scary Terry? And what's going on, Daniel Berry? Man, it's good that you've been coming around and hanging out with us on a regular now there, Daniel. Yeah, he's watching that as we speak there, Legend. Hammy's fishing. Hold on. I will tell you in just a moment. I will show you. Other than Philadelphia, because I'm all Philadelphia. My Blue Wrenchers know who I like. But my second favorite baseball team since the 80s, mostly because of Major League, is the Cleveland Indians, now the Guardians. So we got, this is their City Connect hat. Not to mention, I definitely like the way the C looks. My last name begins with the letter C, so that works out on many different levels. And Scary Terry, that's C for Cleveland, not Commanders. But I'm sure the Washington Commanders faithful, they have the same complaint as the Cleveland Guardians faithful do about the name changes. I'm not going to harp on that any longer than we already did earlier tonight. We got my man, Jalen Season. What's going on there, Jalen? Oh, Aram, thank you for being here. I appreciate you calling me uncle. I feel like you're showing me some respect. Thank you. Thanks for being in my chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Legend, you watch everyone. Wow. Yeah, I don't anymore, but I certainly love WWE. It's been a while since I watched AEW. That was actually my preferred uh, show to watch for a while, but I kind of watch just like the pay per views. I keep Peacock just for that reason, so me and my son could watch the pay per views. Or I'm sorry, they're called PLEs now, not pay per views. They're what is it? Public limited entertainment, or I forgot what it stands for. But Swag, thanks for the update. I'm hoping that the Pacers are whooping that ass right now, and we'll certainly get into a little bit more talk on basketball a little bit later on in the show. We're gonna go baseball, basketball, and leave hockey for last. Oh, yeah. Premium live event. Thank you, Legend. Legend, ever since I was a kid, and I don't know your age, ever since I was a kid, I always swung NWA slash WCW. That was my thing. I just liked the more darker view, and they had darker characters back then, and always swung that direction more. Been to a few AEW events in the first couple years that they were around. Nothing lately. Was at last year's WrestleMania night 2 when it was in Philadelphia. My son's really trying to, because I get his own money together for at least his ticket, and I'll buy my own for us to maybe go to SummerSlam out in Jersey. What's going on, Hammy? Hammy, even though it didn't last too long, it was fun hanging out with you tonight. I feel like I'm not getting everybody down here, but I want to make sure you guys are all. Jalen, everything is good with me. Hopefully everything is good with you as well. Yes, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, like Jalen says, would be much appreciated. Banana, I cannot speak Arabic. I cannot speak anything but English. I am a uncultured swine, so to speak. I've got no linguistics behind me. No, I will not say that they're salty crackers, but thanks for being here. Hang out for as long as you'd like. Brittany Pinkin, I know I said that wrong. I'm sure I said that. Pincine speaks some Chinese, so that's cool. Stovage, thank you for the vote of confidence there. I'm okay. I'm no like neurosurgeon engineer, but yes, I'm educated enough. All right, let's get into a little bit more talk, and we're going strong. 40 minutes in, 26 people in the chat right now, 31 likes. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Major League Baseball, as I said for weeks now, I give you some basics on Major League Baseball. After the NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs are over, I'll go a lot more in full force and more breakdowns in Major League Baseball, but kind of keep it simple right now. Over there in the American League, Yankees up by 5.5 games. Tigers up by 4.5 or 4 games in the Central, and Mariners with a game and a half up. National League, this is a change from last week. Philadelphia Phillies are now up 2.5 games over the Mets. Mets been losing. Phillies have had it easy, sweeping the Rockies. taking the first 2 out of 3 games against the Athletics. Really would have liked to have seen them close out today with a win. Those Chicago Cubs, BC Sports Cards team, they're up 2 games. And then the Dodgers they're up a game and a half. Right now, you got home run leaders Aaron Judge and Kyle Schwarber from the Phillies, 18 home runs, followed by Shohei Ohtani and Cal Raleigh with 17. Aaron Judge still leads with the league with average at a 395, but that's been dropping. It's starting to come into like a real number now. 2 weeks ago, he was like at 450 or something like that. Last week, he was at 4 and the teens, and now he's under 400, but still leading the league, so good for him. ERA is his teammate Max Fried with a 1.29 ERA earned run average, and the National League leader right now is Yoshi Yamamoto with 1.86 ERA. Your strikeout leaders, Mackenzie Gore with 93, Tariq Skubal with 92, and Zach Wheeler with 88. So that's your Major League Baseball talk of the week. If you like baseball, you want to give your thoughts, leave your thoughts in the comments. We'll talk a little bit about that before we move on to some NBA playoff talk. Jalen, I know right now, Jalen, that the Tigers and the Phillies, they're tied with the best record in Major League Baseball. So, believe me, right now, I'm not sleeping on the Tigers. I would like to see these guys catch up to those Tigers, but right now, yes, Tigers are looking strong. The Dude and the Dad Show. I get that every week. That's not the number one answer that I get, but yes, I definitely get the Burt talk on a regular. And I'm jamming out to this, whatever this metal, non-copyright music that's going on over here. Well, I'm speaking of Milwaukee. I'm Brewers. I'm hearing talks about Reese Hoskins possibly coming back to Philadelphia. Don't know if we want him right now. I think he's batting about 200 right now for Milwaukee. Not sure I want him back. That's right there, Phil. What's going on, Phil? It's all about the Phillies. It's all about all the Philadelphia teams. You know, I'm not like biased. I know when a team is better than mine. I know when my teams suck, like my Sixers. I know when my teams suck, like the Flyers, not making the playoffs, but we're going to make strides moving forward. We know that my Eagles, Hammy, they won the Super Bowl this year. And my Phillies, they're looking pretty good. Hopefully they don't come up short the way they have the past few years, looking good during the season, but then falling short. But I hold out hope. Banana, I was in the military. I was in the National Guard. Did 6 years active, what they call active service for National Guard. 2 years on the further on the roster. They call it inactive years. Probably through those 6 years, it's about 180 to 200 total days. But other than that, it's more than that. I'm definitely a patriot. Care about my country. Care about the military. We have military and former military in the chat right now. Hammy and Son, a veteran himself. both my grandfathers were in the military as well. One of my great uncles was in the military. You know, I know a lot of big time homers since I've been back in the hobby, and that just blindly follow their team. I like it strong there, Craig, about the Chargers, but nobody tops my man Hammy and Son for being a blind loyalist to his Packers. I can't even fault you for it there, Hammy, but I've never seen such blind loyalty in my life. Daniel, I did not know that, so thank you for your service. Hammy, you know I love you. Thank you for your service. And anybody else out there, thank you for your service. We got my man, Paul Daves, in the house. What's going on there, Paul? Miss you, haven't seen you in a while. You gotta come around more often before Boji ends up dibsing all your cards that are supposed to go to you. But we'll get it there at some point. I have a collection for you. I've started a couple nice cards for Boji as well. I don't mind giving away loser cards to my friends. That's right there, Justin. Sunday fun day. I know I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun with me hanging out. Paul, you know almost all of them are going to you first. I believe I got 2 cards I set aside for Boji. Boji, I'm gonna have to hit you up, make sure it's the right 2 that you asked for. Paul, I even told Boji, I said, I'm sorry, I can't give you that one. I already set it aside for Paul, but there was a couple others that I told him he could have. But no, knowing the way I've been running, these cards won't even get out to you for like 5 months from now. This was one of the topics that I was talking to Helmets and Hash Marks today on Pigskin Press Box, was where I have so many cards that I want to send out to people and I just don't. Other than doing this, trying to do all my other card stuff gets to be overwhelming. I don't even know where to start. Dino, what's going on? We're going full shelf here, buddy. We got tons of our friends in the chat. We got your partner in crime, Paul Daves, hanging out with us right now. Trolls were going strong for a while. They kind of backed off a little bit. The kumquat, I'm actually going to shout you out and then shout you out again later. I like that. The underscore kumquat 69. It says, hello, sleepy. Yes, I'm so sleepy. Do I look high? I know I squint a lot, so it kind of looks like I'm high. I can't help the way my face looks. I know my wife thinks it's a handsome looking mug I got going on here. After Party Slays wants me to get hip like they do on TikTok with the kiddos nowadays and wants me to say a little skibbity. I got a little skibbity for you. Skibbity toilet there. After party. Oh, my man. High Risk in the house. What's going on, High Risk? Oh, wow. Deputy. That's the first time I've heard that one, actually. Little Jack Black. Chicken. La 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 the chicken. Steve Glover chicken gonna fit. I don't know the word. Sorry. That's about all I had for you. Ramesh KB says hi. What's going on, Ramesh? High Risk, good having you here. Thank you. Brittany, I do not go out to see many movies, but my son, Nick Jr., he had special like tickets that he won to go see a viewing of the Minecraft movie. So I went and saw it actually at the movie theater. It was all right. It was all right. Y Wolf says hello. Harrison says hello. Man, I'm going to have so many people to shout out tonight that I'm trying my best to righteous all down. Connor. Dino Blackjack Mulligan, if you know anything about wrestling, it's Blackjack Mulligan. Chicken Jockey. I'll get rid of that one myself, guys. I don't like that whatsoever. That shit won't fly with me. I like the way the algorithm works when people come in here and start talking the Diddy oil stuff and whatnot, but to specifically accuse me of some shit, even if you're just trying to be funny and make a joke, nah, not gonna fly. If you say racist shit or try to get me to say racist shit, uh-uh. Goodbye. Bang bang. You're gone. Kelvin, I have not been pegged. You know, I consider myself more of a alpha male. I don't even know why I said that. I don't know if being an alpha male even has anything to do with liking being pegged or not. But no, that has definitely never happened. Schnizzle. It's funny that you're trying to get the chat on your side when, if you notice, most of the chat has blue wrenches because they're already my friends. I'm already warming the hearts and of some of the new people in here. So I think you're wasting your time trying to get them to agree with you and be on your side. You say bottom bet. Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't like to just lay there and let their woman ride on top? So yeah, I guess in that aspect, yes, I am on bottom. right, hold on, sick. Usually I wait to give people wrenches sick, but since I know you're my man Craig's buddy, you got your blue wrench. I appreciate you coming in there sick. Your mom, your mom's vagina. Yeah, that's the thing there, Seth. They probably are like 12, 13 years old, still popping zits. Can't even get a hold of a nudie magazine. They're friggin' fondling themselves to the Sears catalog or whatever. Or watching TikTok thirst trap videos. Marley on Mars. Thanks for coming back there, Marley. Daryl's a much bigger, broader guy. I'm not like 10 feet tall and out like. I mean, I'm fat, but he's a big, tall, burly man, fully gray. So definitely not quite Daryl. Just under 6 feet there, Leo. I think I think Daryl's probably like 6'3", 350, 360. Well, Carmen Morales, I put those acting skills to use and convinced my wife that I was a good guy. So, yeah, I guess I could do a little bit of acting. Goodbye. What's blue and fluffy? Me! Marley, thanks for being here. If you asked me a question and I missed it, I'm sorry. But thanks again for stopping through here. Once again, Hutton is only 17, but he's 6'9". Holy hell there, Hutton. River Rat checking out my videos in the background. Kumquat still hanging out. What's going on there, Kumquat? See, this is why, sometimes I worry so much that the content that I have planned out isn't going to last 2 hours. But it's all about you guys in the chat and me navigating through you guys hanging out in chat. We're an hour in, and we barely have even scratched the surface on the sports talk because I love just listening to you guys chat along, mingling with each other, but then, giving me the business. Musical Sky wants a shout out. What's going on there, Musical Sky? Glad to have you here on Sunday Funday, episode number 52. Thanks for being here. Woo! Looks like we're getting all kinds of messages deleted. Thank you, Blue Wrenchers, for keeping up with the chat. Hey there, Craig. Philly cheesesteaks. They are great. It's a good reason why your man is as big as he is, eating Philly cheesesteaks, Philly pretzels. Today I had hot chicken. Not Steve's Lava Hot Chicken, but hot chicken. It's a place called Nanu's. I don't know if they have them outside of here. Maybe they do. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But hot chicken places have like, it's loaded like chicken fingers chopped up with French fries and loaded with cheese and seasoning and other kinds of sauces, and it's all in a big container. And I can't even this big guy can't eat it all at once. That's what we had today. No barbecue. We had hot chicken today. Well, WR Prod, I hope that you are right. Not going to say I don't have the faith. I just saying I hope you are correct in your words. Logan, thank you for stopping by. Been too long. I really appreciate you. Take it easy. Colin, not funny. Colin, I have a warrant in a couple other states. I just, I've beaten the living shit out of guys named Colin in a few different states. That name just fucking irks me. So, get me freaking riled up! Yo, what's going on there, Justin? My man, Three Good Nerds is in the house. I haven't seen what is going on the last couple days, yesterday and today, but I know I put a couple points on the board for our home run contest. I'll send this out to you through Instagram just as a reminder there, Justin. But this is who I'm going with. I'm pretty sure this is who I'm going with. Gavin Sheets has had a hell of a week. I'm 95% sure this is who I'm going to go with. After the show, I'm going to just double check to see what his team plays, because I don't think he's even on the White Sox anymore. But I think Gavin Sheets is going to be my pick for the week. Yeah, I'll need, after the show, 5-10 minutes just to see exactly what teams they're playing. But I know he had a home run yesterday. He had like 2 home runs on Friday. So I think I might ride that hot hand. Billy, thank you. Goes to show you I don't, have all the knowledge of all the sports, but I do my best. I appreciate you chiming in there, Billy. So, Gavin Sheets is on the Padres. Harbunik, yes. I think I am a little turned on by your name there, Harbunik. Oh, that's tough, Daniel. Daniel, I thought you were near like retirement age. Sorry, 7 days a week. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. All right, I missed it, so let's just go back for a second here. We're into hour number 2. We've gone over the top of the hour. It's 10:06 here on the East Coast, 7:06 there on the West Coast, anything in between. And wherever, if you're overseas, you could let us know what time zone you're in. But thank you all for being here. I got to keep on staying hydrated, drinking some Prime. Let's make sure I'm in battle number 2. You know how I keep that blood pumping in my heart. You gotta do a little chair spin. You gotta feel that energy. Let's rock into hour number 2, guys. Hayden over there in the UK, Hayden McGilligan, what's going on? Holy shit. I ran out of room writing you wonderful people's names down. Oh, we were definitely talking Vagina and Vagina earlier there, Bart. The Vagina words were strong tonight, but you know how I am. Vagina for life, baby. That shit comes up wrong backwards on the damn screen, but you know what I'm saying. I guess we'll do it this way. Vagina for life. There we go. We worked it out. Dominic says he's at a Ugandan prison. Holy shit there, Dominic. I don't have much of an opinion there, Billy, on the Seattle Mariners. I think it's pretty cool that they're in first place right now. I haven't paid attention enough to know if Julio is doing good or not. I know he had a rough year last year, so hopefully he's bounced back and he's been one of the reasons that they're first over there in the American League West. But I don't know exactly how they're there. I just know they are. So congratulations if that's your team. Glitz, if you don't like hearing me talk or saying anything or shouting, use that finger and scroll the fuck up. All right? Bye, Glitz. Just like my girl Brittany said. Bye, Glitz. Hayden, I thank you for being in here. I thank all you newcomers. I thank all you Blue Ranchers, of course. I hope some of you people that I've shouted out tonight are lurking and just enjoying the shit show that we call Sunday Funday. It's McKenna's birthday. Happy birthday there, McKenna. Oh, pretty interesting there, Glitz. I guess you're probably about 12, sitting there scratching your balls in your mama's basement. Where I, on the other hand, do have a girl. I have a hot wife, and we have kids together. So you know where I'm coming from. And that wife happens to be a really good wife to let me hang out with you idiots on a Sunday night. T. Willa's bum hurts. Then stop taking the BBCs all night. You'll be just fine, T. Wheeler. You're just gonna have to lay off the BBC for a while. Whoa! What's going on there, Dominator? My man, your buddy Dom in the house. Your buddy Dom. Dom, we've had the trolls on full blast tonight. Who better here to call out these little teenage losers than my man, the Dominator? Of course, we got Paul Daves as well. Paul Daves has been my troll swatter for many a week here on Sunday Funday. Billy Clark, my teams are all Philadelphia teams. Those are my main teams. I live right outside of Philadelphia, but my second favorite team is Cleveland. And I have somewhat of an outside like for the Athletics as well. Many years before I was born, I know it's crazy to think because I am old. Many years before I was born, the Athletics were here in Philadelphia. But I also have this thing about Vegas teams, and they're going to be in Vegas in a couple years. So I'm kind of like getting on to that Athletics bandwagon now before that gets started. Phil, I live in Bucks County, which is just north of the city limits. Jim H., I can tell you I've never been in one of those before in my life. Yes, I know this. I let. I see. I can't even speak. Woo! You got me with that one. I like to be natural. I don't dye shit. You know, I dyed my hair pink, red, blue, whatever the fuck when I was a teenager. Don't do that shit now. I'm not gonna dye it black or dye it all gray. I'm just letting it go as it goes. Oh, Mikey, your Arsenal Gunners didn't win. My son's favorite team is Liverpool. They won it all. I like Chelsea. We'll see you in the Champions League and see how that works out going into next year. Rochio. I hope I said that kind of right. Rochio. Thank you from Argentina. Much appreciated you being here. Jew Crumb stopping through. Haven't seen you in a while, Jew. Thanks for being here, buddy. All you idiots out there can say whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't put me down. I keep on going. I got a lot of cool, lovely friends in here. You lived in Ben Salem. That's where I live now there, Phil. You might have told me that at one point in time and I forgot. But, Phil, where are you living nowadays? So we we went the other way. I grew up in Media, Pennsylvania. Very familiar with Springfield. My old boss works in Springfield. I went to Pencrest High School, rivalry of Springfield High School. I feel like I'm giving away all my information here, but I'm not because I don't ever use that shit for my questions. But that's where I grew up in Media, and then came out this way to Ben Salem. Guys, I appreciate you deleting all the really like bullshit, vulgar stuff and unnecessary stuff in the chat. Yeah, I know Springfield. Many years ago, there was a place called the Bazaar. Don't know if anybody's ever told you about that. I used to, right there in Clifton Heights, Denny's. That was that was one of my major hangouts when I was a kid. All those car dealerships near Springfield. My father worked at a bunch of those dealerships, so I'm very familiar with the Springfield area. Yeah, it's all good there, Paul. We're going 26 strong in chat. We got 49 likes. I don't think, other than my Super Bowl stream, that we ever, or the week, no, I'm sorry, the week before, I don't think I've ever hit 50. Well, I got 50 likes now. I'm not sure any of my streams have ever hit 50. So thanks, you wonderful trolls out there. Thank you for you Blue Wrenchers who, we got a long list of Blue Wrenchers that came to hang out tonight as well. I don't even know if I got everybody's, even all my Blue Wrenchers names written down. You guys know how much I hate forgetting it. That's why I write them down so I can pass that love back to you, and thanks and gratitude. You know, gonna give a big gratitude again to Helmets and Hash Marks for inviting me on his show today, for him also giving me a super chat today, and I believe it was Rayansh who gave me a super chat as well. So thanks to both of you. We're not done. We still at least 45 minutes more to go. I gotta get into some of this talk before I forget. Get right into the basketball talk. Timberwolves, they won yesterday, blew out OKC yesterday, what a 42-point win to make that series at least a little more interesting. OKC still up 2-1. Game 4 will be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. in Minnesota. Game 5 in Oklahoma City, Wednesday at 8:30. Game 6, if needed, will be Friday at 8:30. And Game 7 will be in Oklahoma City, next Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacers up 2-0. They're playing Game 3 right now. And from what last I heard, they're kicking that ass. You're saying Pacers in 7. Yeah, looking more like Pacers in 4. Way to correct yourself there, Jew Crumb. Game 4 will be Tuesday in Indiana at 8 p.m. And if by chance, I might as well at least give you the rest. If New York can pull some shit together. Game 5 will be in New York Thursday at 8 p.m. Game 6 back in Indy Saturday at 8 p.m. And then the following Monday, June the 2nd, would be in New York at 8 p.m. But I think Jew's right. That's going to end up being a sweep. Good for the Pacers. Past that, we move on. Wednesday, June the 25th, 8 p.m. at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. That's when the NBA draft is. Obviously, I've said it before. I'm a little bummed out that the league basically rigged shit. It had to be rigged. I I don't want to be like one of those guys that sour grapes, but definitely rigged for Dallas Mavericks to get the first pick. Would have loved to have seen my Sixers or at least one of the other bottom feeding teams get that pick. But that's all I'm going to complain about that today. I've done enough of that in the past till I was blue in the face. Good one, Dom. Get him. I'm going to sit. Hey, you damn trolls. I don't even need to say anything. I got the best Blue Wrench crew in the house. I could just sick them on you all night, and I don't have to say a damn word. Seth, thanks for giving me the time tonight. I've missed you. I've loved watching your videos more recently. So I can't even think of something good to call you. You dingleberry licking uh, schnoz knocker. You have a wonderful night. I love you, Seth. You take care, buddy. I'm sorry there, Lee. That's definitely not how it works. My blue wrenchers in here are guys that have been and gals like my girl Brittany that have been loyal to me, not just from my live streams, but have watched videos of mine. I've watched videos of theirs if they have content. Not all my blue wrenchers have content, but ones that have been here with me thick and thin through this. I've met some people just straight from my live, but you gotta be here a while. You gotta be here like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Yeah, like Paul says, it'll cost you. It'll cost you at like at least like a blood oath or like like a yeah, cut your pinky finger off for me. Single for some Pringle. Yeah. I wasn't sure about that guy Dom. I had to like vet him out very closely to make sure that he was worthy of that blue wrench. Jaw for a white claw. Slopper for a whopper. I think Paul. I think Mike Dyer is a little special. You guys are great. I'm having. It's been rough. It's been rough trying to keep up with you fine folks this evening, but I'm doing my best. All right, we'll get into the NHL talk, and then at the very end, we'll save all my entertainment talk. I don't have much entertainment to talk about right now, but NHL talk. Edmonton won today. They take a 2-1 lead. I know Daniel wants to know how I feel about the hockey right now. They take a 2-1 lead. I like it. Game 4 in Edmonton on Tuesday at 8. Game 5 will be in Dallas Thursday at 8. And if necessary, Game 6 will be back in Edmonton Saturday at 8. And then the following Monday, June the 2nd, will be in Dallas at 8 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Panthers, they're looking solid. I couldn't believe it. I actually thought the Canes were going to win that series and have their way, but Panthers are too much for them. They're winning 3-0. Game 4 tomorrow at 8 p.m. in Florida, so they should wrap it up the way I believe the Pacers are going to wrap up their series. But just in case that they don't, Game 5 will be in Carolina Wednesday at 8. Game 6 in Florida Friday at 8. With then Game 7 back in Carolina on next Sunday at 8. And lastly, for hockey for the week, Friday and Saturday, as a reminder, June 27th and 28th at the Peacock Theater in LA, Los Angeles, California. That's where you'll find the NHL draft. So all these drafts are coming up pretty darn quick. Hopefully my team does well. Hopefully your team does well. Unless it's a team I can't stand, then you can all suck it. Hello, Skylar. Thank you for being here. I think Mike's having a blast hanging out with us. What do you say, Mike? Are you having a blast hanging out with us, fogies here in the chat? Travis, for you, I do not drink much. I might look like I'm drunk. I got saggy eyes. I got those, what the hell's his name? Can't even think of his name. I got those eyes like the guy from the Half Baked. Somebody help me. Somebody in chat help me. The white dude in Half Baked with the freaking always look like he's high face. I got those same kind of eyes. Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer. I got the Jim Brewer eyes. See, I never thought I looked like him, but I do know. But I've known for a very long time that I've got those like eyes. Let's just put it this way: I've had to do in the past, not with my phone, but other things where you have to do facial scan, where it has literally said on the thing, "Open your eyes. We can't see your eyes." I gotta open my eyes. I don't know, Skylar. If you're young, you might not want to be here, but I don't really give a shit as long as like whatever. Well, that's too bad, Travis. It could be worse. I mean, you do look like your dad. Ha! Paul, thanks. I'll be here if you do come back. I'll be here for probably like another half hour as usual. I'm done all the sports talk. Now we're just gonna continue bullshitting with the chat. Gonna talk a couple shows, not much. We got Huey in here. See, this is how things work. Huey. Don't abuse it. Huey, you got yourself a blue wrench. I appreciate you coming back there, Huey. Skylar, that's just the way of the world. If you're somebody that's young, oh, let Papa Nick teach you a few things that the way of the world, there's a lot of dickheads out there. Can't put it in a nice way. There's a lot of assholes out there. But what happens is you got to have thick skin. I have thick skin. I roll with it. I have fun with it. I welcome it onto this channel because all these trolls are doing is helping out the algorithm by bringing more idiots into the channel. Some people, and I'm going to shout them out right now, Tex Carnage is in the house. Start off being mean and then going, you know what? This is a cool ass fucking channel. My man Tex Carnage, I remember the first time he came in here, he was yapping at the gums, talking a lot of shit, talking about how his teams are so great there in Texas and my teams suck and saying a bunch of other bullshit. But I love Tex. I love what Tex brings. He brings the heat, but he now that he's been around, he shows me some respect. I give him respect as well. See, he's even talking shit right now, talking about a lot of those assholes are from Philly and are Eagles fans. Tex, I love you, but don't forget week 1, Eagles and Cowboys at Lincoln Financial Field, where we're gonna raise up the banner and show who the current Super Bowl champs are, baby. Eagles, Eagles, baby. Woo! You're gonna have to eat that, baby. Tex, you're gonna eat some crow for a while. It's gonna be such a fun first week. We got Barry. What's going on, Barry? But as I was saying, Skylar, hang in there. There's a lot of bad people out there. There's a lot of good people in this world as well. I don't pay it no mind. Eagles. Barry getting the Eagles chant going as well. No problem, Huey. You've been coming in. You've been hanging out, having fun with us. You deserved it. Dino, Eagles are sucking on those big, huge bottles of champagne and Dom Perignon and anything else expensive. Why? Because they're the Super Bowl champs, Dino. That's what they're sucking on. Oh, give me some of that champagne. Give me some of that Dom Perignon. Give me some of that Alizé. We got that shit working because they're the Super Bowl champs, Dino. Tex. Man, even though it's not your team, doesn't it feel good that Nikki 2 times is talking some football? It's been a while since I've talked football on the channel. My shows tend to, admittedly, if you're new here, my shows tend to be a little bit better during football season because I get a lot more hype. My chatters get a lot more hype. We're still going strong. I feel it. It's one of my favorite AI songs. I love you all. I'm so proud to call you all friends. Thanks for being here, hanging out. We're still going strong. It's 10:35. We got about another half hour. Stick around. If you're just here to lurk, that's fine too. Hit that like button. Give me a sub. Doesn't hurt to do so. You guys are wonderful. Let's keep it going. Ask me anything you want. Doesn't mean I'm going to answer it, but this is what we do on Sunday Funday. We chill out. We get the blood pumping a little bit, though, too. We have fun. You have fun. I have fun. It's a win-win. The only losers around here are the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, you know what time it is. My girl, Veronica, is here from Chrissy's Crazy Crafty Life. Chrissy's Crazy Crafty Life. Chrissy's Crazy Life. Wow. Wow. That does not happen, Veronica. Take two. Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. 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 You know I love you, Veronica. You tried saying it 5 times fast when you're sitting at the sobriety checkpoint. But make sure you're hydrated with a drink before trying it. Thank you all. Thank you, Veronica, for being here. Love you, girl. Text, they can be on occasion choke artists, but they are certainly not cheaters. Swag, is that something that is official, or are you calling it? Stanis calling out his Turkish football team, right? Turkish. Galatasaray. I always get that wrong. I apologize there, Stanis. Kylie! I hope that was a good one for you there, Friends for Life. I said it. Don't ask again. We're Galatasaray. I got you covered, Stannis. I think I got you covered. I'm sorry. I tell you, that's one damn place I don't think I'd want to actually go see a football match because they're absolutely crazy there. I seen that shit on TV. Ooh. All right. Don't pull a muscle there, Dino. You know, don't break a hip. Spending some time with the lady. All right. You have a great night. You know I love you. Yeah. Like I said, you're my Texas barbecue baby. EULA Gaming. Yes, I like English Premier League. I'm glad that my Chelsea Football Club made it through. They did it the right way. They actually won their game today to make it through, where Newcastle happened to make it through because Aston Villa lost when they also lost too. So they got lucky. Hey, what's going on there, video? Pick six. I'm trying. I'm choking on my own phlegm here, trying to keep up with the chat, but I appreciate it. I'm rocking and rolling tonight. Thank you, Dino. You have a wonderful night, buddy. We're gonna end probably around 20 more minutes there, legend. I try to go 2 hours. Sometimes when I'm having so much fun, especially on a night like tonight, if we're still having fun and bullshitting, and my sons have off tomorrow. Not like I have, because I'm in my son's bedroom. This is the best place for me to do the lives, but I try to end in enough time so that he can go to bed and stuff. But there's no school tomorrow. Thank you to the men and women that lost their lives for our country. There's a day off tomorrow, so we'll see. But typically 2 hours, 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. Huey, thanks for coming in again. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad I can give you a wrench. Happy Memorial Day to you as well, pal. Nah says hi. What's up, Nah? Hold on. I can't even read that. Sorry. First time for the glasses tonight. Big Drew AI 44 says hi. Not going to write all that down, Big Drew, but you'll get a shout out at the end of the night. Discipline. Show me some Eagles love. Azaragan says hello there. Well, hello there to you as well there, Azaragan. Paul, yeah, you never know. I might have some bastards out there somewhere. Hey, I sprinkled my love seed around on occasion, so you never know. Swag, you know it, baby. I'm so fired up tonight. I'm excited that we've had this many people here. 62 likes. Jesus Christ. That doesn't happen. I would have thought it was going to be dead tonight with it being Memorial Weekend. But, you lovely people across the pond over in those countries hanging out strong with this guy. I'm glad y'all, whether it's speak English or have some sort of translation device on it to understand. I'm glad you're all hanging out with me tonight as well. God, it's going to. I might start wrapping up in 5 minutes from now because it's going to take like 10, 15 minutes just to shout out everybody that I wrote down tonight. Legend, I absolutely loved the Cena heel turn when it happened. Thought it was great, except I can't stand that jackass. I'm forgetting his name right now, but the rapper, can't stand that guy. He needs to just freaking go away. But the heel turn was awesome. The direction that things have gone now since the heel turn, I think suck. What I'm seeing over the course of since that happened, and the way he's acting now, and just squashing R-Truth in 5 seconds. I just think this stuff has just been horrible. But the actual build up and the heel turn was awesome. Paul, it's okay. I think Fart Fart is just announcing himself. He's letting us know that he's gay. He just wants to make sure that we know that that's his preference. SGA is a heel for sure, but I like that heel a little bit. I tend to like the heels. I like Anthony Edwards. My wife and my youngest, they can't stand Anthony Edwards. I happen to like Anthony Edwards, but I mean, I don't have no care one way or another who wins that series. I'm actually just like, I like Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam and just even the rest of the Pacers and how they're running things. I'd like to see them win. Do I have? I have, yeah, only shins. I don't have only fans. I have only shins, where you can see from my kneecap down to my feet. Name a country for an edit. I'm just going to get, for whatever reason, this was the first one that popped in my head. I'm going to go Honduras. Howard, I don't drink any day. I probably have alcohol like 2, 3 times a year. I don't even drink on New Year's anymore. If I happen to have a company Christmas party or a wedding to go to, those are usually like the only times I drink. So no alcohol this way. I just naturally look like I'm drunk or stoned. Well, did the Knicks come back like they did on the Celtics? Is that kind of what you're alluding to right now, Swag? This is good. I like this. I don't know anybody that's wrestled a gator, but I can tell you I've tripped over a few crocs. Ah! Yeah, that's just because this grows in a little bit thicker. You know, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck what you think. My wife likes it. My wife likes to run her fingers through it. Every once in a while, she might find a crumb in there and then put it in my mouth. I kind of find that sexy. Wow. I know Dom. That's what Dom wants. But did the Knicks actually win? I got me wanting to double check. Ouch. All right. Knicks making it a series. So, I guess we were wrong. Drew Crum, Pacers not in 4. But who just said fuck the Knicks? Paul Dave said fuck the Knicks. Dom, sorry, I'm gonna have to be with my boy Paul. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Mets. They screwed up. They're no longer in first place. But you know I still love you. Jalen, what's going on, Jalen? That's right. Make sure you hit that like button. Share, subscribe, and all that good functionality for YouTube. Wow! Daniel likes those Indiana Pacers, so he's getting on the fun talking shit on the Knicks. Dom, you know I love you. I still rock my Swedish fish socks that I got from my boy the Dominator. I'm Jeff. Raw Dog Randy says he's got a 3-incher. I got you beat about a half an inch, buddy. Barking up the wrong tree. No, legend. No Astros. Talk about a cheating squad. They're the cheating squad. Dom, do you understand? This is probably, I hate rooting for players that I like that are on teams that I can't fucking stand. Usually I hate those players more than anybody else too when they play on teams that I can't stand. But I do like Jalen Brunson. Wish he was on another team. I would certainly root for him. I like him. Hate the fucking Knicks. But that's not even why I was thinking about this. I'm a Juan Soto fan. I passively collect him. Like, I don't go out buying Juan Soto cards, but if I pull them, I want to keep them. But I fucking hate the Yankees. I can't stand the Mets. But I keep his cards even if they are in those uniforms. It just sucks. I hate doing it. Basketball, I wouldn't go as far as saying basketball sucks, but look up the best rant I've heard about basketball. If you haven't seen it, PK Subban, former NHL player and analyst for NHL on TNT, has put it best about how basketball has not been the same since Kobe. The days of Jordan, well, before that, Magic, Kareem, then Jordan, then Kobe and Shaq, in those years, shit has gotten soft. This whole load management bullshit and injuries and not wanting to play. You're getting paid millions of dollars. Look up PK Subban rant on the NBA. It's worth a watch. And you know what? At this point, Dom, Saquon Barkley is my favorite player. So I love the guy so much at this point. I'm willing to buy Giants cards of him on it because I love the guy that much. Now it's worth it to me. We're certainly, as we get closer to the football season, we'll talk a lot more football. We'll talk about those Giants and picking up Jackson Dart and what he's going to bring to the Giants with Carter. I think it's Carter. Forgot his first name. Their new linebacker or defensive end rusher or whatever that the Giants picked up. So they're going to have at least a little tick up. We'll certainly talk about that more as we get closer to the season, and then I make predictions on how everything is going to unfold. Can I D's nuts want to be in is going to be in D's mouth with a pair of socks? That just sounded stupid. My bad. My girl Cheyenne sings. What's going on, Cheyenne? Hold on 1 second here, Cheyenne. You know what I'm going to do for you? Not like it's some sort of big, huge, wonderful thing, but Cheyenne, I just gave you a blue wrench. Thanks for being here, Cheyenne sings. Not gonna have that in my chat. Yeah, I was kind of. That wasn't super witty of me there, Paul. I kind of fucked that one all up. Even when it's not something bad, I hate spam. I hate spam more than the nonsense because I can't keep up with the chat when you're spamming nonsense. Yeah, Paul, it is definitely tough. Yeah, that's what I was telling you before, Cheyenne, and I'm glad to see that you figured out how to keep your live streams to make them public so people can go and watch them after in replay, and you're killing it. Last I checked, I think you were sitting at like 1,300 some subs, and are moving, skyrocketing on. So good on you. Glad everything is working out for you on your channel. We're getting near the end. Usually I'd be wrapping it up right now, but I forgot I still have a couple things. I have one last subject. Keep it very simple. I don't know how much you crazy folk out there love watching different shows, but Last of Us wraps up tonight. Last episode. Looking forward to watching that after the stream. Walking Dead, Dead City. I don't know how many episodes are left of that, but we got another episode tonight. Gonna watch that. In the past, if you're into medical dramas, I'm gonna remind everybody about The Pit on Max. Great show that I watched, but a new one I'm adding to the medical drama list. I just recently watched, binged it over 2 days, 10 episodes of a show called Pulse. So The Pit, that takes place in a Pittsburgh emergency room. Great show. Had fun watching it. 15 episodes where each episode dealt with an hour. Pulse, that's in emergency room in a Miami hospital. I think that takes place. The show takes place across like 3 days with a bunch of flashbacks. If you're into medical dramas, I suggest watching both those shows. But that's all my take right now on entertainment. take it for what you want. Either go watch it, don't watch it. I just know there's shows that I like, so I wanted to share that with my audience to say, hey, go check out these shows. So we got Last of Us, Walking Dead, Dead City, The Pit, and Pulse. Take one last look at you wonderful folks. And I haven't even seen the first season of Andor, Zach, but I thank you for being here. Guys, that probably, without even seeing it, would think that Andor would be a good show. And just see what's going on. Happy Memorial Day to you, Zach. Yeah, you tell them, Don. I'm going to shove hot pokers up their ass. Wait. Carry On. Is that movie that just... Yeah. I just watched that movie. That is a damn good movie. You're talking about the movie with Jason Bateman there, Legend? That was pretty cool. I like that movie. Atomic Boomin likes the hot pokers up the ass. I don't have Disney Plus. I know there's ways that I could still end up watching these shows with all the different bootleg streaming sites and shit like that. But at this point, just because I've steered away because of not actually having Disney Plus. I mean, shit. We cut the cord and moved to YouTube TV just to save some friggin' damn money. But I'm paying for YouTube TV, paying for Netflix, paying for Peacock. You know, you're almost up to what we were paying anyway. So I don't want to go and add Paramount Plus, Hulu, Disney Plus, and everything. And we're paying even more than we already were. I don't have any words for you there, Miss Bunny. We're wrapping up the show. So we'll just leave it at that. Guys and gals, I thank you all for coming out tonight. Let me just take one last check of all you great people. That's pretty cool there, Legend. I wish I could have all that shit as well, and I'd have to worry about paying that kind of stuff. Yeah, Dom, I'm pregnant as well. Thank you, Cheyenne. Love you too. Let me just get it going. Shouting everybody out. We got my new friends. Friends for Life. Howard Berry. Marley on Mars. Rochio. Randy Raw Dog Randy. Deez. Atomic Boomin. Kamesh KB. Deputy. Crunch. Brutal Gamer OG. Durbrawl. Bazooka Bill. Herb the Perv. Infinite Realities, R_Bert, Sonic Cat YT, Becky, Prods, Kevran Javari, Arjun Official Edits, Martello Modifies, Pakong Malhoy, Rayansh with the super chat, by the way, Joshua Andrade, Clubby 10, Chicken Lover, Hammy's Fishing, Arhana Saeed, Banana, Brittany, Pacine, Stovash, The Dude and the Dad Show, the underscore Kumquat69, After Party Shays, Y Wolf, Harrison, Carmen Morales, Huffin the Keller, Musical Sky, W.R. Pride, Billy Clark, Harbumic, Hayden the Gilligan. I said that wrong. Yeah. Hayden McGilligan, McKenna, T. Wheeler, Jim H., Milky, Mike Dyer, that ass, Skylar, sweetheart, I think she might have been underage, but was so nice of a person hanging out with us. Travis for you. We had Stannis Baratheon in the house. EULA Gaming. Nah, Big Drew, Discipline, Azaragan was in here. Then all my close friends with the Blue Wrenches. We had Veronica, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life was here. Daniel Cryfall, my man Dean, yo Dean, Pick 6 Cards, Red 03, my man Sid from Spine Ticks. Check him, myself, Uncanny Swag, Perch, and Dan Delatore every Saturday night at Spine Ticks Live at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific Time. My man Sith on the Spine Ticks channel was here. BC Sports Cards, love you, Bart. Jim NFL, Shazambi was here. My girl Brittany, love you, Brittany. Gotta get you on Spine Ticks Live one of these weeks. My man SV Vintage, Uncanny Swag. I know he loves the trolls. I love them too, Swag. You know I love those WNBA girls. Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink with those long legs. Justin W. Smith, Big Sky PC and Rips, and Big Sky Horror Show was here. The Legend 55. My man Craig, Helmets and Hash Marks, Boji 777, Scary Terry Cards, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Jalen Season, Hammy and Son, Phil Ailing, my troll swatter, Paul Daves Jr., along with your buddy Dom, as well as swine out the trolls. High Risk, my new friend Sick Twist, came over from Helmets and Hash Marks. We had Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer stop by, Justin at 3 Good Nerds, Jew Crumb, Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, Cheyenne Sings, Barry, Huey, and last I did not forget you either, Tex Carnage. Anybody else, if I forgot you, I am sorry. It's been one hype, hell of a Sunday fun day. As always, Nikki 2 times came at you live on a Sunday. You all have a wonderful night.